Happy Tuesday, y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. It is our weekly recap of some of your favorite shows on TLC. This is our Tuesday TLC Takeover. We are live on multiple platforms, including, of course, TikTok. What's going on TikTok? We are also live on Twitch, Twitter at TheKempire. We're live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. But of course, if you want to be a part of the larger community and chat with other people that are watching, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, you have to subscribe in order to be a part of the live chat. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. The road to 100,000 subscribers is right around the corner. Thank you to everyone that has been supporting and been sharing and telling people about our Tuesday TLC Takeover. As you can see here, the thumbnail and, of course, my picture up right now is Gino. We're going to talk about Gino, but, you know, there's so much to talk about. We usually don't jump right on into 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So we're going to jump in and talk about the tell-all. Look at this. My little stuff is coming off. Look. Doop. There we go. 90 Days of Single Life Tell-all Part 2 aired. It's finally over. It was an okay season. But here we are. Hey, everybody. What's going on? I appreciate you all being here for our Tuesday TLC Takeover. As always, be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. The tell-all really focused on Jesse and Jennifer at the very beginning. And then we, of course, had the surprise guest. Tim was there. Everyone agreed. Everyone liked Jennifer. I could care less about Jennifer. But everyone agreed there's something very inauthentic about Jesse, and he's fighting this battle of, I don't care if you guys don't think I'm, authentic or real. I have a house here, a house there. Who cares, Jesse? I think that's the part of it you don't understand, but we're not going to change Jesse. We're not going to change Jesse. Jesse is as fake as Darcey's lips. Darcey and Stacey, we'll get into 90 Days Single Life Tell-all, but I just want to briefly say this about Darcey and Stacey. Still nothing to talk about this week. Producers, I'd much rather see Darcey and Stacey do a fashion show, audition ladies, than see any scenes with Georgie. Florian is a mood. Florian's random things that he says and his facial expressions are entertaining to me. I don't need Georgie. I don't need this new friend, Michael. The fight between them, of course, it was orchestrated. What would we have without anything? I much rather see Darcey and Stacey and their theatrics. Honestly, those are entertaining to me because I feel like they really are that kooky. Honestly, especially Darcey. I don't believe in this relationship. I honestly believe that she is paying this person to be her boyfriend on the show. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what I believe. I believe they feel as if she needs some sort of love relationship so she can act kooky over. She can't find a real guy to do that with. We did get to see old pictures of her wedding, and her cousin was saying that, George reminds her of Darcey's first husband, her ex-husband. And then we got to see a picture. We didn't get to see Darcey's husband's face, but he does look very much like Georgie from behind. And he's Eastern European. But I have to say the season so far is boring. But I said the same thing about season 2, and then it picked up. It picked up a little bit. This week's episode, the Georgie fighting with Michael, I don't care. The fashion show was, the little, prep for the fashion show was kind of cute, but it was boring. But thank God I found a new show. Although we talk about TLC, we also talk about Discovery Plus. They're not paying me, but I know you're saying this at home, but they should. Because we do talk about 90 Day the Single Life. But before we talk about, let's talk about 90 Day Single Life, because this new show on Discovery Plus, that is from the producers of 90 Day Fiancé, Love Off the Grid. Was up until 1 a.m. watching the first 3 episodes. We will get to that in a second. Before we get into that, let's talk about 90 Day The Single Life. So 90 Day The Single Life, as you know, follows some of your past favorite 90 Day Fiancé people that are now single. And this tell-all, which was actually pretty interesting. The tell-all was probably the best part of the entire season 2. For those of you that don't have Discovery Plus, they will be bringing it to TLC maybe in the next few weeks. It just finished on Discovery Plus. It's supposed to be a Discovery Plus original. Eventually, it will make it to TLC like season 1 did. Okay, so Queen of the Mall says yes. Please review that show. We're gonna Peru Chris says Love Off the Grid is everything. We're going to get to it in a second, guys. If you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday TLC Takeover where we talk about some of your favorite shows, not just on TLC, but also on their mother planet. Look, their mother planet, Discovery Plus. If you don't have Discovery Plus, you don't have to get it. You don't have to, but there is some good content there, to be honest with you. There's quite a few shows, including 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. That's where I watch all my 90 Day Fiancé because I'm able to watch it there without commercials. Just saying. I mean, you got to pay a little extra for the non-commercials, y'all. But if you have Verizon Wireless, they do have some sort of deal with Discovery Plus. Just an FYI. Look, just an FYI, you might be entitled to getting it for the year free. And you can watch old episodes of some of your favorite Discovery channels. Discovery owns a lot of channels, including OWN, including some new networks that they've started. So there's a lot of content there. I think the ID channel's on there too. I think I don't watch the ID channel, so that's why I haven't really watched it on there. But I believe the ID channel's there. They also have some old episode Lifetime series like Married at First Sight. They don't have the latest episodes though. Again, they're not paying me, but they should. Anyways, guys, let's get back into this. So 90 Day, The Single Life, Tell All Part 2. It was okay. As I said to you before, at the top of it, they were talking about Jesse. Jesse, you're fake. I liked seeing Tim come in there. And do I think Tim is gay? I don't know. Yes, K11. I was thinking of them and I didn't mention it. The Magnolia Network is also on there. Magnolia, if you love Fixer Upper, Joanna Gaines, I just made her cookies the other day. Love them. Love that show. Love that they have their own network. I haven't been able to get into the network just yet, just because, busy. But I do want to check it out on Discovery Plus as well. Okay. Chip says, okay, you convinced me. I'm getting Discovery Plus today. Check with your service provider, your cell phone service provider. There might be some sort of deal. So just double check. So you might not have to pay for like a year. You never know. Okay. Oh, see, exactly. Robin says, not only Verizon Wireless, I have Verizon Landline and I couldn't sign up. I called Verizon and they gave me 1 year monthly credit to cover the cost of Discovery Plus. Thank you, Robin. See, we're all helping each other out. So just in case you're watching this, if it doesn't come up on the website or if you call them and they say, oh, it's not available to you, you might be able to get a credit. So thank you, Robin, for that. Check it out. Ooh. Antonia says they have Black Voices for Black History Month as well. See, we're all helping each other out this Tuesday TLC Takeover. I love it. Happy Black History Month. And shout out to all of you that have already donated and some of you that have sent in cash apps for Black History Month. We're raising money for the Sentencing Project in honor of Black History Month. Also want to give a shout out to the UK because we have a lot of people in the UK that follow. Happy LGBTQ History Month in the UK. Some people were getting offended. I literally said in my community post, shout out to my UK fam. Happy UK LGBT History Month in the UK. We understand here in the United States, it's Black History Month. It's Black History Month in the UK, I believe, in October. It's okay. Calm down. Actually pay attention. Okay? Yes, K11. Kempire needs a promo code for Discovery Plus. Discovery, we know you're watching. And we appreciate it. Look, we appreciate it. We have a lot of news to get into. So let me focus. Shout out to my TikTok fam. Be sure to tap your screens. Appreciate you all being here as well. We are live on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel talking about some of your favorite shows on Discovery Plus and TLC. 90 Day, The Single Life, Tell All. I'm going to skip over Jesse. I just love the fact that Tim was there. I don't know if Tim is gay or not. Tim has a girlfriend for the last 2 years. I was shocked. Do I think maybe... Look, it is what it is. That's his story to tell. The silence when he was confronted about him showing off Jesse's pictures to Jennifer said a lot to me. Sunny, thank you for that. London Lit is a good show on Discovery. Yes, I started watching it. I haven't finished watching the series either. There's just so much to watch. I can't keep up, y'all. And people keep sending me shows, which I appreciate, but it's hard to keep up. It's not that much time in a day along with working. All right. So the other couples that I want to mention during 90 Day the Single Life Tell All. Who else did they mention after Jesse and Jennifer? Oh, Sinjin. I believe that there's a true love and friendship between Sinjin and Tanya. A lot of people didn't like Tanya. I have to say, seeing her on 90 Days Single Life made me like her a little bit more. It actually made me like her a little bit more, but I understand why that relationship probably ended up not working. Did Sinjin want to borrow $2,000 from Tanya for another woman? He says no, but he never apologized to her for it, just the way it appeared that it seemed that he was asking him money for another woman. I feel like there's a genuine friendship there, a genuine kinship, a genuine connection. I don't think that they should be together, but I think they will always be friends. But I also think, Sinjin, why are you still here? And it's not that I'm telling him to go back home. It's not like that. I just always kind of felt like if he didn't stay married to her, that he would just go back home. Like I felt like he wanted to be in South Africa and not here. So the fact that he's still here and he's in another part of the country, I'm like, really? Does he even have a job? Okay. Look. All right. Look. That was the least interesting part of this tell-all. The most interesting part of this tell-all, first of all, Debbie, we were rooting for Debbie this entire season. I didn't love how this tell-all turned out for her, especially when it comes to her son, Colty. But Colty, I do believe that there is an unhealthy relationship between Debbie and Colt. I do. And I think that was because Colt allowed it to be that way. But Debbie should also learn how to be like, you know what? I can't rely on you anymore. I need to distance myself from you. You need to have your own relationship, your own life, and then they could have a healthy relationship. Did she find love? No. I love the fact that she's going to move out with her good girlfriend. I think that's the better thing for her. I think if Colty wants to have a healthy relationship with his Vanessa, they're better off living on their own. I think that's part of the reason why, besides other things with Larissa, why the relationship fell apart. I do think Debbie played a part, but Larissa was, I think Larissa was here for other reasons. Let's be honest. I actually feel like Vanessa truly loves Colty. I don't know why. But okay. You like it, I love it. You like it, I love it. But Debbie was so involved in everyone's story in part 2 of the tell-all. She was just chiming in like a mother. And I was like, all right. She was very lovely to Natalie. Natalie had a lot of mouth too. She was chiming in on a lot of people's relationships and stories. Mike was there. Look, this is not body shaming, but Mike, you knew you were going to be on camera. Why were you wearing that shirt that like the buttons were like holding on for dear life? You couldn't get something else, like a not even a button down, maybe a sweater or something? Well, Mike, Natalie's third husband, soon to be ex-husband, came on the show, denied having a new girlfriend, even though Natalie says we have mutual friends that says he has a new girlfriend. But Natalie is living across the country in Florida, but she's still married and still getting money from Mike, despite her denying it. Well, I still have to ask him for permission. Yeah, but you're still getting money from Mike. Well, Mike says he's cutting her off. Mike says that he is filing for a divorce, and he drops a bomb. He drops a bomb that they never file the paperwork that she needs for her green card. Is Natalie here illegally? Is Natalie still in the country? Anyone know? I don't follow these people on social media. I can't. I'm not that interested. Peru, thank you so much. Ill-fitted. That shirt was just ill-fitted. So Natalie might be here illegally, y'all. He says, and I don't know if this was producers, because I don't trust the 90 Day Fiancé producers, especially based off what we've heard about some of these other people. Okay. He says that they never filed the paperwork for her green card. So Natalie might have to go home. We also found out that Natalie's been married 3 times. This will be her 3rd divorce from Mike. Well, not from Mike. You know what I mean? This will be her 3rd divorce, and it will be with Mike. Mike will be her 3rd divorce. Third divorce. I mean, at the third time, it might be you, Natalie. It might not be everybody else. It might be you. Natalie's annoying, though. Can we talk? You know how we like to talk behind people's back on a public platform. She's annoying. And you know what we learned a long time ago? We saw with Erica Jane in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when people just allow the tears to fall and they don't wipe them. Debbie was literally giving her a napkin and she refused to take the napkin. And all we heard, we didn't see any tears. That's all we heard. And then she walks off the stage because the tears weren't coming. She was really trying to make those tears come. You know, she's an actress. We found that out as well. She's an actress in the Ukraine. Oh, I should get that on a soundbite. I should get that as a soundbite. Ryan says the third time is supposed to be the charm. Yeah, but she's not charming. She's not charming at all. Natalie is unbearable. I felt sorry for her because we saw another side of Mike during their Happily Ever After and during 90 Day Fiancé. And I was just like, Mike is just unbearable too, because when he starts getting mad in his high voice, I'm like, okay. Joette says you sound just like her. I was working on it. No, I'm playing. I was like, I didn't see any tears. A lot of people were like, why is she crying? She's crying because now she knows she has to go back to the Ukraine. And she insinuated that she found something else in Florida. So I'm assuming she has a boyfriend. She might try and marry this boyfriend and get married for the fourth time to stay in the country. Unless Mike was lying about it, because you saw him. Now it makes so much sense. Shout out to the Scorpios. We found out that Mike's a Scorpio. Says a lot. Ryan says Natalie is the least likable of Mike and Natalie. Yes. I mean, they're both unlikable, but she is definitely the least likable. And I really couldn't watch her during 90 Days of Single Life. We could be done with her. We don't need to see her. I don't know how she's going to stay in the country. Like I said, I don't believe Mike. But at the same time, if it's true, bye, Natalie. I would love to say it was nice knowing you, but it wasn't. Did anyone feel sorry for her with those tears? I think I was more annoyed. I was like, shut up. K11 says the sexiest sign in the zodiac, Mike. I know. But those are the ones you need to watch out for. He's probably a real ladies' man in the bedroom. Ooh, in my TikTok chat, Chloe says Natalie should file as a political refugee. But technically, she's been on TV, so they really know her story. Could she really file to be a political refugee? Joette says she's just too fake for me. If anything, her and Jesse should hook up. Can you imagine that relationship? But she feels like Jesse's fake. But that crying was so fake to me. But it's over. It's over. 90 Days Single Life. Season 2 is over. For those of you that don't have Discovery Plus, more than likely in a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, it will be on TLC. And we won't be talking about it anymore. It'll be brand new to you, though. Okay. Robin says, Jovi said that Natalie has a boyfriend. He and Yara had dinner with them. And yes, I remember that. We learned that from the tell of Jovi season. That's correct. But I'm wondering if that's still the same guy, especially with Natalie. You just never know. Exactly. Our Language Cafe says political from what? That's the thing, especially because her story is out there for all the, people that would sign off on this. And they're like, that doesn't seem to be your story. It seems to be a desperate attempt to stay in the country after you've getting a divorce. So not sure if that's going to work out for her. We shall see. Larissa's still here, right? Larissa is still here, even though she had been picked up by ICE at one point. But she's still here. Just saying. Yes, Brianna says that tell-all was before Single Life. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I believe it's a new person. Hey, Norma. Norma says, good morning. I don't watch 90 Day, but I saw you were live and just want to see your handsome face. Hey, thank you. And thank you so much for supporting. I know there are a few of you that follow and subscribe to the channel that aren't 90 Day Fiance fans, but I might be able to make you one. I'm just saying. And guys, we have almost 250 people watching on our YouTube channel. Be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to like the video there. And if you're not following us on Facebook, follow us, TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're also on TikTok. What's going on TikTok? Jacqueline says, I would want to be with my mother in the Ukraine. I would think so too, right? But, you know, Natalie's trying to do other things. So who knows? But she's apparently found love in a hopeless place in Florida. All right. Dom Down says, I only watch Before the 90 Days because it's so good. Before it's so good. But I might be able to convince you guys about this new show. Let's jump into this new show. I got a new show to talk to you guys about. Discovery Plus's new original, Love Off the Grid. I know you're probably, what the hell is that, Kempire? Okay. Love Off the Grid is from the producers of 90 Day Fiancé. Okay. It's from the producers of 90 Day Fiancé. And it's basically these couples here in the United States, so they're not leaving the country. Look, 90 Day was like, we got to figure out something else. This pandemic is really, you know, messing up our situation. So there are parts of the United States, beautiful parts of the United States, and we're seeing these couples, people that are coming together. They've known each other, now they're coming together, but one of their partners literally lives off the grid. They live in like a remote area of the United States where they have very little power, very little, you know, resources. Like, you know, the resource. When I say resources, because there are some natural resources. When I say resources, I'm talking about I can't tell you. I was watching this show, y'all. I said, I'm so thankful for my water. I'm thankful for my heat. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. So we meet a couple of couples that come together in different parts of the United States. I think one couple's in Colorado, another couple's in Alabama, another couple's in Arizona. But I have to say this, unlike 90 Day Fiancé, which has gotten very pre-produced and some of our Real Housewives favorite shows, I feel a genuine love between these couples. I feel like a genuine love. Anyone else that's been watching Discovery Plus's special, Love Off the Grid, I feel like they are in love. Like, I feel like you have to love somebody to say, I'm going to go move out to this remote area where some people, they don't have a roof over their heads. They're building their home as we speak. One lady, look, no shade. I think she gets injectables. I don't know how she's going to live off the grid. Another woman, I'm a little concerned. Maisha, are you okay? Are you still living out in the boonies of Alabama? But you know I have a favorite, right? Look, I've never been the one. You know, a lot of you love Jason Momoa. You know what I love about Jason Momoa? When you see interviews with him, he seems like a really down-to-earth, really sweet man. This new guy that we're meeting, Josh, he's like 20-something years old. Yes, he's cute. He's a cute guy. Is he the most gorgeous guy in the world? No, but he's cute. But you know what makes him really sexy? It's his down-to-earth personality. It's the energy that he gives. I can't even think of her name. I think I wrote her name down. Did I? No, I didn't. Look. But let me show you. Look, let me show you guys if I can find. Where is Josh? Oh, here's Josh. Look, that's Josh, y'all. That's Josh and his older lady love. He's moving off the grid to go be with her. And he's adjusting pretty well to it. The first three, Norma, calm down. She says Jason Momoa is single again. Calm down. I love how people were showing pictures of Jason Momoa recently, saying that he looks so distraught since the announcement of his divorce. Jason Momoa, the pictures that they were showing, I was like, he always looks like this. He looks unkempt. Just saying. But we have our new Jason Momoa, and I don't know if he's using the show to launch his new acting career, but I don't get that vibe from him. All these couples, I feel as if there's a true love relationship. We're talking about love off the grid on Discovery Plus. I know this is our TLC takeover, but look at this. First of all, he's 28 years old or something like that. She's like 50 something years old. She's been living off the grid, taking care of herself. She's out. They literally had to kill a rattlesnake. And at first I said, don't kill the rattlesnake, just, shoo it away. No, she said, you have to kill it or it will come back. And she's the one who kills it. And he was like, do you want me to be the one to kill it or to push it that, your way? She's like, I'll kill it. Dom says he looks older than 28. I mean, he does look older than 28, but, look, it's because of the scruff. It's the scruff. But you know what? I have to give it to him. He has such a sweet energy. Shout out to Josh. He has such a sweet energy. I know some of you are like, yeah, that's what you're reading, Kempire. No, really. Even before he got, we got to see him in the shower. He's very sweet to her, but she's a little insecure. Mind you, they've known each other for a long time. Like they've known each other for 5 years, but they hadn't seen each other in 5 years. And she says she's gained a little weight. So she's a little insecure and she's so used to living off the grid by herself. She's off the, she's used to living like this by herself, and she's probably a little insecure. Is he going to be adjust to this, or is he going to leave me? Thank you, Dom. Dom says, I believe you. Some people probably don't, though. Some people probably don't. Norma, this show, Love Off the Grid, is available on Discovery Plus. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring it to TLC at some point, but this is a Discovery Plus original. And it's from the producers of 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day, I think you have struck gold here because these relationships feel authentic. At least this season, all of the relationships feel authentic. Some of these couples have tried before. There's another young lady, I forgot what part of the country where they go. She tried doing it before, and then they ended up breaking up. She's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. But now she's back trying to do it again. She brought like 4 dogs with her. The scene of them going fishing and her just like, I can't do this. I can't. I was like, okay. They're not the most interesting couple, hence why I don't have a picture of them. Also, it was hard to find pictures of all the couples. But my favorite couples so far, okay, let me talk about Maisha and Joseph. Can someone check in on Maisha? I want to see how Maisha's doing. Can someone check to see if she has social media? Look, they live off the grid. I don't know if they have social media. I'm sure they probably do, but how often do they check it? Maisha, she is going to the outskirts of Alabama with, this is the love of her life. They are in a polyamorous relationship. So they are bringing another lady into the fold to their, quote, homestead. I'm worried for Maisha. Can we check in on Maisha, please? I just look, Alabama, out in the boonies by yourself. At one point, she's like, we need to get married. And he's really like off the grid. He doesn't believe in the government being involved in his love relationship. But she's like, well, God forbid you die, and then I'm going to be kicked off this land. She literally drives out to like the woods somewhere. Norma said, tell Maisha to get out. Oh my goodness. I mean, they feel like they really do love each other. I'm not going to say that they don't love each other. I'm just concerned. I'm concerned for Maisha. But Maisha's out there helping him build this house. I love anyone that can build anything by hand, especially a house. Right now, they're living in a tent, but they are literally building their home on this big, beautiful land that he owns. She says in the last episode, well, you need to marry me. And he's like, he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't believe in the government being involved in his relationship. But she's like, yeah, but if you die before me, they're going to kick my black ass off. Oh, sorry. They're going to kick me off of this land because we're not married. But they are in a polyamorous relationship. They're going to bring this new girl, Mia, into the situation. We only get to hear her voice in this last episode. We didn't get to see Mia. Not sure what she looks like or what it might be. But she's going to be sort of the, quote, submissive in amongst the two. Look, to each their own. Not my relationship. I'm just a little concerned for Maisha. I'm just going to show y'all. Love Off the Grid, guys. Discovery Plus original. If you're just joining us, be sure to like the video. Let's get to 150 likes. We appreciate you guys being here for our Tuesday TLC Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite shows, not just on TLC, but also on, of course, their mother planet, the mother planet, Discovery Plus. Again, if you need more information on maybe your cell phone provider provides a trial period, so be sure to check that out. Reach out to Verizon Wireless, Verizon Landline. They might be able to set you guys up with something. You know, it's worth trying. There's a lot of content there. I didn't realize how much Discovery owned. Literally, they own. So, yeah. Oh, some of y'all with the comments, but I get it. I thought the same thing. About our boy Joseph. But Joseph, first of all, okay, elephant brain. I didn't realize with honey you can make did he say wine or something like that? Like, he really is off the grid. I can appreciate these people being off the grid, the way that they are off the grid. This couple, I thought it was, first of all, no shade to this lady. First of all, he's hot. He is a country boy, good looking man. I think that this relationship is very, very cute and very authentic. I don't think she's going to last, though, for a few different reasons. First of all, look, she's going to have to leave the mountain. They're out in the mountains in North Carolina, which are very beautiful. I've been. Beautiful. Could I live up there? Hell no. There was a shower situation where she wasn't able to get any water. And he's like, oh, we have to go check, I guess, their filtration system where they get the water from. I don't know if it's a lake. I don't know where they're getting the water from, a fall. And they're going through this whole process trying to figure it out. Because at one point you don't see the water filling in, and then they have to go to another point, and he's like, oh, there's no Brianna, exactly. Oh, Brianna says honey wine is delicious. I don't drink. Y'all already know. If you've been following me a long time, you know I don't drink. So, but when he said wine, I was like, from honey? Is that why people are trying to save the bees? I'm joking. Save the bees, okay? They are very important to our ecosystem. But I didn't know you can make wine from honey, y'all. Exactly. Mrs. Brain says, how do these off the grid people know how to apply for the show? Well, because they have one person that's not off the grid, and now they're going to go off the grid. I feel bad for the producers that have to be off the grid filming this. They have to also be off the grid to film all of this. But I'm in. I love the show so far. But my favorite couple right now, well, my favorite person, Joseph. Oh, no, not Joseph. Not Joe. That is not my favorite. No. That is not my favorite. Josh, look at that Jason Momoa right there. Look at that. Ooh, Ryan says Ethiopian honey wine is good. So good. Wow. I had no idea. Julia, you can find this show, Love Off the Grid, on Discovery Plus. That's the new streaming app from Discovery. So all of Discovery channels and things like that are on there. And I didn't realize how much Discovery owns. TLC, Lifetime, all of these different networks fall under that platform. So be sure to check it out. All right. Antonio says the producers probably have trail. Yeah, but still, you're out there in the boonies. You're not, you still need certain things. Okay. Let me take a sip, y'all. And as I take a sip, just a reminder, get your coldest water bottle. They don't just have coldest water bottles, though. If you need something for your coffee, I hear they got pillows. I need to go back on the website myself. but they come in multiple sizes, multiple colors. I always have to remind myself to drink at least 2 of these. I think I'm about to go purchase the gallon to remind myself I need to be drinking a gallon of water a day. But keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours, multiple colors, multiple sizes, and you get a discount. KEMP10 for 10% off of your next purchase. KEMP10. Thanks for supporting. Okay. Thank you to our mods. Hey, Rosemary. We need 27 more likes to get to 150 guys, and we have almost 100. We almost have 300 people in the room. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. So much more is coming up here on the channel, and so much that you probably missed yesterday or over the weekend. Be sure to check out the Kempire Daily YouTube channel for more hot topics. We don't just talk about reality TV here. We talk about everything in pop culture. Let's get to what you're here for. 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 days. Oh, goodness. We will get to Gino in a second. Okay, 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 days. I'm just going to let you guys know this. We're not going to talk about Ben. You don't want to know why we're not going to talk about Ben? Because apparently, Ben is an actor. Ben was allegedly, according to Ben from his own mouth, was hired to be on this show. They had saw his pictures because he's a fitness model. He looks very good for his age. Apparently, producers from 90 Day Fiancé or producers in general wanted him to do something. And they ended up on him doing 90 Day Fiancé. So this whole storyline about mahogany in Peru is fake. The text messages that we are seeing him get are probably from producers. They probably finally figured out somebody to be his female counterpart on the show a little bit later on. But literally, when I was rewatching this episode this morning, I was just fast forwarding through his scenes because they are fake, according to him from his own mouth. He said that they saw pictures of him and they said, "Oh, want to do reality TV?" So all his storyline is fake. I hate it. I hate to find these things out. Disgusting. So I'm not going to even talk about it. And we're not going to talk about Alina because I didn't even watch her scenes. I normally never fast forward through scenes. But if you missed it, I did a whole report on Alina getting fired for some past racist posts that she posted on her social media. TLC did release a statement on January 26th confirming that after this month, we would not see Alina. We won't see Alina next week. They were finishing up her story from what I could see from fast forwarding this week. So you will not see Alina at the tell-all. You will not see Alina in the next episodes of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 days. She has been fired. And so many of you said, you love Caleb. You love how honest he was about his feelings to her. Bye, Caleb, too. It was boring. So we're not going to talk about Alina. We're not going to talk about Ben. Ben is fake. That storyline is fake. 90 Day. I understand you were desperate. Thank God you created Love Off the Grid. Because now I feel like you found something new that we can really be invested in. But the Ben storyline, literally, there was nothing that happened this week. Literally nothing happened this week with Ben. Ben wrote a short story that he sent to a producer. I'm just going to say a producer. He sent it to Mahogany. And we see Ben working out. And I think this is Ben's way of agreeing to do the show. Well, I want you to show me working out, doing things like this, to promote my brand of being a fitness model. I don't care about him working out. I don't care to see Ben sitting in a restaurant where we know she's not going to show up. What a waste of our time. So I fast forwarded. Luna in my TikTok chat says Ben is an actor. I know. He's an actor. That's word on the street. Word on the street. They saw him. They said, "Oh, we want you to be on this show." I believe they offered him something else, and he didn't want to do it. And then 90 Day Fiancé came up. Laura says the novel he wrote was ridiculous. It was more a short story. I was like, what are we listening to? What a waste. I don't like my time wasted. My time is precious. I did not like it. Exactly. Brianna's like, you worked out in a gym. You didn't even go on a run in beautiful Peru. Probably because they're paying for this trip. That's what we all were saying. If she's not going to, respond to your text, if this was a real situation, I'd be like, I'm going to go to Peru and I'm going to go enjoy the food, the culture. No, he's working out, writing short stories. All right, Ben. Moving on. I just had to tell you why I wouldn't be talking about these people. We didn't get Kimberly this week. I think this week's episode was kind of because we had to really just kind of like sift through the garbage, the Alina storyline, the Ben fakery. I miss Kimberly this week. But next week, Kimberly is back, y'all. I can't wait. I can't wait for Kimberly to be back. I'm looking forward to it. This couple. So if you follow me on social media, I told you about this couple. A lot of the 90 Day Fiancé, social media influencers and podcasts have been revealing that Gino, ex-girlfriend, revealed that he was sending nude photos of Jasmine to this ex-girlfriend. She did a whole interview. I listened to the interview. And then at first he denied it. At first, Gino was like, no. You look guilty, Gino. Well, then the ex-girlfriend was sending the photos that he sent to her of Jasmine. And Jasmine is humiliated. Honestly, Jasmine, I know she says in this episode, oh, you're making me look crazy. No, that's you. Because even before you found this out, you were making yourself look crazy. But I understand why she was upset. Because, first of all, I already told you people, stop sending your nudes to anyone. I don't care if you're in a relationship. And some of you are saying, send it with your face. No, stop sending nudes. Oh my gosh. Language Cafe says, I was Team Gino, but this was awful. It was, yes, Deborah says, Gino is disgusting. And he was, I was trying to, look at my new girlfriend, trying to make her jealous. Come on, Gino. Gino, we find out, and I think this is the very first time we have someone on here that admits to being a sugar daddy. He says that he had tried other dating apps and he said he wanted to try something different. So he was on a sugar daddy website. And she saw screen caps of his past conversations where he would pay women $200 to $250 to go on dates with him. His sugar babies. Am I surprised? No, because this is TLC. This is 90 Day Fiancé. I'm not completely shocked by this. Gino's non-response to Jasmine's upset was a little sociopath. Because it's sort of like, okay, react, say something. You're just sitting there like, literally, let me sit back. Just sitting there looking. She, at one point, when we were watching this live together on my TikTok, someone said she should just grab his hat off his head. She does. And we all wanted to know what was on his head. He looks like he has a nice head, right? He has a nice head. Why is he hiding it? Why is he hiding the fact that he has a bald head? Who cares? Oh, well, because look behind him. Why is Gino not shaving the back of his head? Why is Gino not shaving the back of his head, y'all? Is it to give the illusion that he has hair? Gino, it's not working. I thought you were bald. It's not working, Gino. What is this? Look, I put a hat on. Y'all see it. I put a hat on some days when I just don't feel like shaving my head off. I'm in the middle and I need to shave my head. But y'all know I'm bald. I am not giving you, this tomfoolery. What is happening here? What are we looking at? Oh my God. So she grabs his hat off of his head. First of all, she threw the toothbrush. Why you got to throw the electric toothbrush? I hope you had a backup toothbrush, Jasmine, because that breath's going to get real stank. Oh my gosh. She said she's going to get another room. Where are you getting this other room? Is he paying for the other room? Is he going to pay for this other room? Oh, damn. Peru says I could smell it through the TV. Peru Chris says I could smell it through the TV. Z, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel. Exactly. Dom says bald is beautiful. And based on what we can see, he has, some people like to hide their heads because not everyone's made to be bald. Some people got weird shaped heads. But I don't understand the back. Why are we seeing that? What is going on? What is that? So as I said to you before, word on the street is that Gino, not word on the street, he confirmed it. I didn't think they were going to confirm it on the show. The producers asked him. Yes, there are some people on 90 Day Fiancé we've assumed. Remember David when he was running around Eastern Europe trying to find his girlfriend? And I said, this is a little stalkerish, y'all. This is a little stalkerish. I don't like this behavior. And he met her on a website where he had to pay to talk to her. So we were kind of getting the sugar baby, sugar daddy situation there. But this was the first time where producers asked him, so were you paying for dinner or were you giving them the money? He was like, I was giving them the money. Z, thank you so much for the super chat. I was going to say my first live. Oh, we appreciate you supporting. Thank you so much. And welcome. We're live every single Tuesday for our Tuesday TLC Takeover at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. PST. So be sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and be sure to join our texting community. That way you'll get a text reminder as well. Head on over to TextKempire.com. TikTok, be sure to follow us there as well. TextKempire.com. And shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TeamKempire.com. Sheila, thank you so much for the super chat. I heard he had a tattoo of his ex-wife's. Shut up. So he didn't want Jasmine to see the tattoo on the back of his head. That's why he grew out the back of his head. Sheila, I need to figure out if this is true. Did Gino have a tattoo of his ex-wife's name on the back of his head? And that's why he grew out the hair, because he didn't want Jasmine losing it on him. Let's take a look again. Oh, I mean, it's pretty thick back there, y'all. It's pretty thick. Why would you? Oh my God. Like, what's the explanation for this? Sean Robbins is going to ask him at the tell-all. Sean, just in case you're watching. Bridget, sources. We need sources. We need an actual screen cap. Oh my God. Does Gino have a tattoo of his ex-wife's? See, this is your problem. Y'all need to stop getting tattoos of people's names on your body. Dennis. Amy says he can't be 52 with black hair. Well, you never know. Well, it clearly, to me, if you look at the back of his hair, it looks like it's colored as well. It looks like he colors his hair. Okay, so wait a second. So he's also coloring this little patch of hair in the back of his head? Oh, Gino. Look, no shade to anyone that feels the need to pay for the time of their sugar babies, but Jasmine was like, if I wanted a sugar daddy, I could get a better sugar daddy than you. She was really tearing him down to the white meat. No pun intended. It's so true, too. Look, I know some people are like, why would he have that hair? There are a lot of men that refuse to let go of the fact that they're losing their hair, and they will literally keep their hair, all of this hair here, instead of just going bald. But the fact that he just has a patch of hair in the back of his head, I've only had a patch of in the back of my head because I missed the spot while shaving. Yesterday when I was shaving, I was like, oh, wait. I look with a mirror behind me. I was like, oh, I forgot a whole patch of hair. I looked like Gino for a second. That's why I have a mirror. And I'm like, oh, wait, make sure I get the spot. But technically, I could have left that because y'all only see the front of me. But every once in a while, I turn to the back of me. So I need to make sure that's covered as well. Amy says Jasmine won. But now we hear Jasmine is defending Gino. She's going back and forth on social media with the ex-girlfriend. Obviously, her and Gino probably get to a better place. But we told Gino a long time ago to run back home. But now to find out Gino is just as bad, if not worse. He's worse. Yura says she deserves better. She does. She has anger management issues. Jasmine has anger management issues, but she even says it in this episode. She has her own money. She's a beautiful woman. Personality could use some work. She's a little scary. And this is why looks aren't everything, people. Personality is very important because based off what we've seen on the show, I would never date. Well, first of all, you already know I wouldn't date Jasmine. But if I was into girls like that, I wouldn't date Jasmine because I would be very scared. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Melinda says, is it bad that I wanted Jasmine to burn his backpack? Look, I am a fan of having a backpack, but why does you're on a resort. Why do you have your backpack with you everywhere you go? I'm so glad that you guys notice these little things as well. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat and the reminder. A lot of you were saying you wanted her to take that hat off his head. Maybe the backpack is next, y'all. Maybe she throws that into the water. What's in the backpack? It looks light. What are you carrying around? Christina, you're reading my mind. What's in the backpack? Amy says his extra backpacks. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Gino. But we have to move on. Guys. If you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of some of your favorite shows on TLC. We call it lovingly TLC Tuesday TLC Takeover. We didn't get any Kimberly and Usman this week, but they will be back next week. It's all right. We're not going to talk about Ben anymore. Let me move on because we're not going to talk about Alina. Okay. I'm so glad we didn't get any Ella this week, though. Thank God. Let me talk about, oh God, where's my picture of these guys? Hold on, y'all. Nope. Look, there we go. Zamena and Michael. So this episode, Mike proposes to Ximena. The big thing is like, is she going to say hello, yes to the relationship? We saw last week the mom said, well, if you end your relationship with him, how are you going to pay your rent? How are you going to pay your rent? So the family, he's hosting the family. He's about to, not Fartio. You guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. So he decides, before he leaves, he wants to host the family. Mind you, he's paying for the rent. So technically he's been hosting this entire time. The family lives in that house too, y'all. So Zamena plays it off as if she's not going to say yes. Like, this is so stressful for her. It was actually a very sweet proposal. He made a speech. And then in Spanish, he asked her, he expressed his love for her. And I was like, this was actually really sweet. This was a sweet proposal. She says yes, obviously. And he's leaving the next day. But we've seen the previews for next week, or not next week, the following week, because, Super Bowl Sunday, y'all. We're not going to get any new programming next Sunday. He's going to come back because she's acting different since he's left. Did he stop paying the rent? The father and grandfather are asking him questions about the trip and the relationship, and is he still sending her money? People are worried about Mike, including us. Is he just supporting her lifestyle, and that's the only reason why she wants to marry him? She probably pawned the ring. K11 says, Ximena and her self-righteous dad get on my dang nerves. Exactly. Language Cafe says, I said facts. Farts or no farts. Mike is a good man. Just some Bath and Body Works spray, and a new diet. He is good. I don't even think he's probably that bad. I'm sure you probably know worse people in your life that are messy. The way she tried to make a big deal of him being messy, passing gas that one time that we saw, and burping, he seemed like he was a pretty clean guy. Like, he doesn't look slovenly. I think they really just try to make a big deal out of the situation. Girl, you got pregnant by a man in jail. And no, she went to jail and got pregnant. And then you were telling him about a hitman. Then you didn't tell him that you couldn't give birth, even though you were talking about having babies. Ximena, everything that you did, 3 strikes and you're out. Leave Mike alone. Mike, I hope you find somebody else. I hope you give up on this relationship. I hate to see if this relationship continues. She's using him. She's using him. Exactly. Ship says everyone is eating with Mike's money, literally in this episode. But if you saw the preview for this season, then you saw there's a scene where Mike gets up from the table and runs off. Oh, Mike. That's apparently when he goes back. He goes back to Colombia, which is a beautiful country. I need to go. She says yes, obviously. They're goodbye. Sweet. She's like, oh, I wish we could get married now. I bet. Anyone else say that to yourself? When she said, I wish we could get married now. Uh-huh. Mike, run. Jenna says, I love the more he run. Right? That's exactly what he gives us. Sheila says, poor Mike. Oh. Ryan says, Ximena's mom and dad pressured her to say yes because Mike is providing for the whole family. Yep. They didn't want to give up that gravy train. Nope. Because the hitman wasn't paying. Guys. All right. Finally, we got to talk about Memphis. I mean, I probably should have saved Gino, but look, I don't want to make you guys wait. Let's talk about Memphis. Memphis and Hamza. They are in Tunisia. They have gotten Airbnb. He is no longer a Minuteman, according to her. Rumor on the street, if you missed my video on this, allegedly, she got pregnant, gave birth already. If you missed that video, be sure to check that out. I believe the story, but here's the thing. I can't stand Memphis. She's annoying. Between her voice, look, I know she can't help it. Me hungry. Girl, look, she literally, at first I was like, oh, maybe because it's a language barrier, she doesn't know how to articulate herself to him. No, she literally in the translation app is talking the same way. I can't stand her. Me hungry. Sexy time. Hamza's even annoyed with her now. Hamza, get out of this relationship. Get out of this relationship. But now, Hamza, you didn't wrap it up. I hope that story is not true that she had a baby by him. I hope that it's not true. Exactly. At one point, they're in the car, and she's like, "Are you broke?" You know he doesn't have a job, right? Before she even gets into that, we talked about this a little bit last week because we saw the preview for this week where she has a conversation with him and talks about a prenuptial agreement. And she explains to him what a prenuptial agreement is. And honestly, she incorrectly said it. She was like, this is just a protection that you won't take all my money, that you will get nothing. That you can't take my money. No, that's not a prenuptial agreement. I hope Hamza didn't sign it. But sidebar, when you get a K-1 visa, regardless of a prenuptial agreement, you are legally responsible for this man for the next 10 years. For the next 10 years. You can still get a prenuptial agreement to figure out the stipulations beyond that, but the way that she described the prenuptial agreements, I was like, that's not 100% correct, girl. Because whatever you've gained within the relationship, he should be entitled to. if you did it together, like this show. Just saying. But he gets annoyed because, a lot of people get uneasy when you talk about prenuptial agreements. Sidebar, Teresa from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Don't forget, guys, if you follow me on TikTok, watch party tonight. Real Housewives of New Jersey, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. PST. Watch party TikTok at TheKempire. Link in my bio. There we go. Teresa, you better get a prenuptial agreement. Don't be stupid. Sorry, y'all. Let me just say thank you. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Melinda says, how is she a whole nurse that saves lives but lacks this much common sense? Because there are plenty of people that are book smart that are not, that have no common sense, unfortunately. I just can't imagine her being my nurse. She's a nurse practitioner. That's not easy. That's not easy to become a nurse practitioner. It's not easy to become a nurse. But apparently it is, because I don't know how Memphis did it. I don't know how she did it, but she could be book smart. But she's so annoying. She's so annoying. Ryan, I believe that was changed with Biden. Yeah, I do remember when Trump was in office, he changed the policy and you are responsible for the person forever. I don't know if Biden changed it back to 10 years. Yeah, I believe he did change it. There were quite a few presidential things that he did within the first few months. And from what I heard, that was one of them. Because I remember we had that question before. Okay. Exactly. Robin says a nurse practitioner is 2 steps away from being a doctor. I don't know how she did it, y'all, but she's annoying. She was annoying this episode. And apparently Hamza's annoyed with her as well because he's saying that she's literally emasculating him in front of our eyes. She called him broke. She did give him a big ups in regards to the bedroom. He was able to go longer than a minute. He was able to go longer in a minute. So much so that she allegedly got pregnant. Allegedly. I don't know. She does look pregnant. Look, that's why I had that photo in here, y'all. That's why I had that photo in here. She did look a little pregnant. Didn't she? I mean, and I apologize if she is not pregnant in this photo, but it's giving me pregnancy vibes. Anyone else? Look, anyone else? That's just, I don't know. And it wouldn't surprise me that she would be that dumb. Ebony said Biden must have been watching the show. You never know. 90 Day Fiancé is probably the biggest franchise on TLC. It gets millions of viewers. It's still not lacking in regards to people watching. Not like the Real Housewives where ratings are down across the board. It's still getting very, very good ratings. Even their spinoffs. Just saying. Nora says she gives me super professional in workplace, but emotionally immature. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. It's not even entertaining to watch, to be honest with you. I wasn't entertained by her storyline. I was missing Kimberly this week, to be honest with you. But Kimberly's back next week. Kimberly and Usman, she's like, you need to let me know what this is. You need to let me know what this is, because if we're not together by the end of this trip, I'm done. And Usman's like, what? Yes, Usman. She didn't come all the way across the world to be your friend. I know I wouldn't. I don't blame Kimberly. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. Kimberly, if you're watching this, we missed you this week. I'm so excited for the next episode. It's not coming until not this week coming up, because it is the Super Bowl on Sunday. So we're not going to get any new episodes of anything. So we will get a new episode of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. If it changes, you guys, if your notification's on, I will let you know. Text Kempire. So be sure to follow me there. Dom, thank you so much for the super chat. She wants a prenup because she doesn't trust him and he's irresponsible, but she wants to marry him and bring him around her kids. Make it make sense. I agree. But nothing with her makes sense. She also allegedly got pregnant by him. That doesn't make sense either. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dom. Thank you, Miriam. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, this is what we're doing every single Tuesday afternoon here on the channel. Stay tuned for more hot topics. Be sure to check out everything that you missed yesterday in regards to pop culture news here on the channel. We get straight to the point. You know, our lives, we have a little bit more fun. We dance, we play music, all that kind of stuff. We sometimes take callers as well. But during our pop culture news, we get straight to the point, giving you sometimes under a minute news, right, TikTok? So be sure to follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter for live recap tweets. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat this afternoon. Thank you to everyone that liked the video, that subscribed. We appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Join our texting community at TheKempire.com. I'll put that up here. Don't forget to show love to our moderators as well. And again, shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. We appreciate you keeping the lights on here at the Kempire studio. Everyone have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. You know, we're gonna play some music to get out of here. But thank you all for being a part of the conversation. I love it. I could literally be just talking to myself, but you all are here being a part of the conversation. Someone's asking, yes, Tavares, a new podcast episode will be coming out this week. That's the next thing I need to finish up today. I know normally you get it over the weekend, but as you know, it was a busy weekend. But guys, if you're not subscribed to the Kempire Radio podcast, be sure it's not everything that you're getting here. It's actually very different. It's hot topics, but it's topics that I haven't talked about anywhere else. Kempire Radio on all podcast platforms, preferably Apple. We see you, Spotify. Thank you so much, Tavares, for supporting. Guys, if you haven't rated and reviewed the podcast, be sure to do that as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for those that don't even watch 90 Day Fiancé or TLC, but for being here for a part of the conversation and supporting. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys later. April, we did talk about Darcey and Stacey. There was nothing. There wasn't much to talk about. We talked about it at the top of this live. Yeah. Sorry. Look, sorry. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Let's get to, we already did. Let's get to 250 likes. All right? Like the video. I'll talk to you guys later.